What's going on YouTube? Bryce Crispin94 here, bringing you another Icons of the Realms opening, and today we have the Icons of the Realms whoa, out of focus, Wild Shape and Polymorph set 2. Now, a long time ago, I reviewed Wild Shape set 1. It had giant toad, cat, rat, giant octopus, giant scorpion, and some other animals in it. I can't recall off the top of my head. But today I have this one, which has a bit of bigger animals. I think the only like small miniature is the owl. So let me get this rack open here. Ooh. We are. I'll lay it down here on the camera. Show it off in the packaging. I'm a little upset about the giant eagle. Real quick here, let me show the back of the packaging. That giant eagle definitely is a bald eagle. That's not a bald eagle. There's barely any white, so I don't know if I just got screwed or that's normal or what. I mean, it's pretty easy paint job fix. Some like off-white paint and then maybe a shadow wash, but oh, what do I want to start with? Let's go big to small. Or small to big, sorry. Small to what? Small to large, that sounds better. So just trying to get them all out here. That's really big. And last but not least, okay, so now that those are all out of that, let's check these out. So this is the owl miniature, and I really enjoy this owl. I actually just recently painted an owl for my druid Wild Shape, which is one of the reasons I got this, because I haven't actually had the need for all these wild shapes. But now I have a druid in my campaign who is going to need wild shapes, so I've been painting a lot of them. Just speed paint, not like, you know, super great, but tabletop ready, so most of them aren't going to be in videos. But yeah, but I did paint an owl, but I actually like this owl a lot more than my owl. I think I just painted like a cheap Reaper owl. Plus I already painted an owl in the Familiars video, so I have 3 owls. So, you know, I have 3 druids that want to be a owl at the same time. Boom, set. But this is your typical like barn owl look. I don't like that its lower body is not the white as well, but it is very pretty and I like it. Moving on to the giant wolf spider. This is a creature I do have. I've painted some. I painted a couple Loot Studios models for an encounter, and then I can just use, I mean, they're more of like the big bulb butt spiders. I don't know what those are called. Orb weaver, maybe something like that, where this is giant wolf. So they you know, depending on flavor, I can always sub in what I want. I hope I got my mic muted in time. If not, I apologize. Ooh, horrible sneeze. Been outside doing some priming and stuff, which is why there's some gray on my hands. So allergies are now kicking my butt. Okay, now we have the brown bear, which is cute. It's a little brown bear. I guess I could probably use this as a cave bear as well, even though I feel like a cave bear would be bigger. But I also have a miniature file. I don't remember actually where I got that from. Maybe Epic Miniatures. Really cool file. I printed one in clear resin for what is that called? Her spirit animal. She's a shepherd, Path of the Shepherd druid, which is kind of a fun little thing, and that's very new to me. I like the brown bear. I really like the dry wash over it. His claws are a little weak and the paint is a little messed up on the teeth. I probably would have went with like a more yellowish white, maybe like my brain matter beige, or maybe even skeleton bone, just to give it that kind of, let's face it, wild animals don't have pearly white. So yeah, there's that. Then we have the dire wolf here, with horribly painted eyes. Wow, that is oof. That one's a little better, but but I do like the fur color much better than my original direwolf I painted, which is actually on a winter wolf miniature. So again, options, you know, gray or brown. There, I do like the mouth looks better painted, but that eye is just so off painted. I think right there, that looks cool, but okay, next up we got the polar bear, which is super awesome. I painted a polar owl bear, I think it's a snowy owl bear, a while back, and mine, it didn't turn out quite the way I wanted it, but I also like it. I didn't want it to be this dirty white, but the more I think about it, I probably should have done that, or a pale gray wash over it. So this polar bear is definitely kind of, I think, actually better done than my own. I hate painting white things, honestly. Its eyes are okay since they're just the black dot. He still looks a little derpy from the front. That's because his tooth, the mold apparently didn't finish. And that's one of the issues I've been running into with more and more with pre-bought miniatures, is they're never quite what I want them to look like. And I always like, could have just printed and painted it myself, because there are so many fantastic models out there. I just got a hadrosaur model and a velociraptor model the other day and 3D printed them and painted them for wild shape forms, and they're fantastic. Wish I could remember the creator, but they're on My Mini Factory. Type in hadrosaur mini, it was like the only one. So, but it was free, and that's awesome. All right, next up we're gonna do the giant eagle. It's definitely more of a golden eagle than like a bald eagle, which I'm fine with that. I like golden eagles a lot. I don't know why the eagle on the box was, you know, not. This one has probably the most paint scheme that I've seen. The wolf spider had a decent paint scheme, you know, different browns and blacks. I kind of like that. Really screwed up on that side there. I didn't even notice that the first time. Of course, I didn't really talk about that much, but I don't like spiders that much. So yeah, definitely one of my favorites from this model, even not being a bald eagle. I think it looks super sick. A little heavy on the wash right there, but whatever. I'm assuming it's all put on with a machine anyway. So and then last but not least is the giant ape or gorilla. And I think this is just sick. I mean, look at this thing compared to Volstagg. Oh, I cannot wait until Volstagg can turn into this. I don't know if I can yet or not. I don't believe so. But it's going to be awesome when I can, because I'm going full on Beast Boy. You're going to see green giant ape, as most of Volstagg's wild shapes have a green tint to them, just because we flavored it that way. But yeah, I really like this paint job. I love the gray. I love the dry brush. It looks like, you know, a gorilla. Freaking Harambe out here. Look at him. Alive and well in mini form. But yeah, so really cool set. It's rather expensive. I don't know if it's because it's an older set and they're running out of them, but yeah, I'm gonna say it's not worth the price, full price anyway. If you can get it for like 30 or maybe even 40, I'd say do it, because they are just animals. It's not like you're getting stuff that's going to appear often, but if you do have a druid and you're playing a long campaign, good set to have. So if you are a DM and you like to have everything like I do, great set and worth it. So least favorite to favorite. My least favorite is actually gonna end up being the direwolf, because of the awful paint issue on the eye there. Other than that, it's pretty cool. Then my next, ooh, this is hard because I kind of like everything, but I think I'm actually gonna give it to the polar bear, because it's a polar bear and I just don't see them wild shaping into polar bear very often. Then I'm gonna give it to the wolf spider, because again, I hate spiders. Next up, the brown bear. I really like the brown bear, but I think it's just a tad too little. I know brown bears aren't huge, but This feels black bear size. I know brown bears are bigger than black bears. At least I'm pretty sure they are. I could be wrong on that. Someone fact check me. Ooh, excuse me. Then I'm gonna give it to the owl. I really like this owl. I just have 3 owls, so that's why it's actually not higher than the giant eagle, which may have been my top if it was a bald eagle. But I do like the golden eagle as it is kind of different. And then finally, Harambe takes the cake. Although I'm now just noticing his eyes, and they look like Ditto eyes for those of you who have played in Pokemon. So Ditto Gorilla is still going to take my top spot because he is really cool, and they actually gave him that kind of off-white teeth look instead of the pearly white, so I really appreciate that. But yeah, that is going to wrap this one up, guys. A bit of a longer one, but we had, you know, what was it, 6-7 miniatures to review, and some of them of big size. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Did hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.